best game of the tournament so far. DeJuan Blair and Pitt in the Elite Eight for the first time since 1974. Fast forward, final 3 minutes. Nova down 4. Big momentum play. Dwayne Anderson, the steal. Lays it in and one, hits the free throw. Nova down 1, under 2 minutes to go. Still a 1-point game. Anderson sinks to 3. He had 17 points. Villanova up by 2, under a minute to play. Pitt down 4. Levance Fields finding Sam Young wide open. 28 points for Young. Pitt down by 1. Meanwhile, Villanova at this point in the game had not missed a free throw. 21 for 21. 20 seconds to play. Reggie Redding at the line. Nova up 3, and he misses the first. He would make the second, the lead back to 4 for Villanova. Pitt trying to answer. Fields draws the defense. DeJuan Blair wide open. Pitt down 2, 10 seconds left. Nova on the inbounds. The state of Pennsylvania going crazy on this play. Redding throws the pass deep down the court to Dante Cunningham. Why? Cunningham tries to throw it off the leg of Jermaine Dixon. Dixon to Fields, who gets fouled. 5.5 seconds left. Another look at the inbounds. You're wondering why the deep pass. Corey Fisher at the bottom of the screen gets open, but Redding doesn't see him. Goes deep. Costly turnover. Fields at the line after making the first. 70% shooter. Makes the second. 76 all. Take it away.
Villanova will inbound. Redding trying to trigger. Doesn't have a timeout. Lobs it into Cunningham, who gives it to Reynolds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Reynolds drives. Shot. Got it! He got it! Villanova wins! Villanova wins! And Villanova is going to the Final Four!
Yeah, one of my buddies dubbed it the Reynolds run. Villanova and their players rush the court. Both teams think the game is over. Slow down, though. You look, Cunningham to Reynolds, who drives by DeJuan Blair, hits the tough shot in the lane. Reynolds named the most outstanding player of the East, 15 points, just 4 of 11 shooting, but the big one right there. One more chance, though, for Pitt. 0.5 seconds left. They have to inbound, so wipe away the tears, regroup. Fields gets the ball. One more try. Close. That was close. Off the backboard, no good. He can't believe it. Fields stunned. I think everybody in Pitt Nation stunned on how this one ended. Villanova getting the victory, 78-76. They're going to the Final Four. Reynolds said the Cats were ready for this finish.
The last 2 minutes was exactly like practice, basically. Like, we always turn the ball over somehow in practice to lose the game. Somebody always hits big shots on the white team, and coach is yelling at us. The last 2 minutes were exactly like practice.
We got 4 seniors, and we got Scotty Reynolds, and it's what it is, man. We have great players. We really do. And you saw it tonight.
They won. You know, I thought Levance's shot was going to go in, but, you know, we won out there, man. They just had more points than us.
Mizzou so good at forcing the turnover. They do so here, but the Tigers give it right back, and it lands in Jeff Adrian's hands. The dunk there, UConn up 10-2 in a hurry. Penetration, big part of this game for UConn. Kemba Walker setting up Gavin Edwards for the throwdown. UConn up by 9. Missouri stuck with it, though. Matt Lawrence, the great shot fake. 3 of 7 from the great beyond. You showed the patience there. Mizzou down by just 3. Kemba Walker, the freshman, into the paint again. Great crossover. Tied his career high with 23. A.J. Price spins in the lane just before halftime. The floater goes over 2 Tigers. UConn shot 70%. They were up by 6 at the break. Second half, Tigers come back. Second half down 5. Justin Safford, they got good minutes out of the sophomore. He had 9 and 15 minutes. Mizzou down 3. J.T. Tiller to Keith Ramsey. Mizzou has its first lead of the game, 50-49. Huskies napping on the inbounds. Keith Ramsey, the throwdown. It's 52 all. Tied at 54. UConn's big, so talented, so physical. Hasheem Thabit passing over the double team finds Stanley Robinson. Huskies up 2. Walker leading the break to Thabit. Bump, bucket for the big guy. Just 5 points to go with his 13 boards. UConn up by 6. UConn up 3. Walker puts his shoulder down. It's the floater. They're up 5 with 2 to go.
Kemba Walker, I mean, he makes one in. And that's when you go like, whoa, what is taking place?
No, I was turning, and, you know, I had to get it up, and I just threw it up, and, you know, God helped me, so, and it went in.
It went in. The Huskies move on. UConn headed to their 3rd Final Four under Jim Calhoun. They win it 82-75.
I've had the opportunity now. This is our third time going, and I quite frankly, the first one was emotional. The second one was absolutely wonderful because we had the best team in the country, in my opinion, when Emeka was healthy. And I'm going now with a group who found a way.
You know, I told Kimber around the 10-minute mark, he's growing up today. He grew up, and he played like a man among boys today. And there was times where he dominated the game.
I can't lie to you. After the game, I kind of did cry. I know tears came out of my eyes because I never thought I'll get this far, and we're going to the Final Four now, and I'm happy.
Division II championship featuring Cal Poly Pomona and undefeated Findlay out of Ohio. Second half, Findlay down 1 after the mislay, and Morgan Lewis would get the putback, and Findlay up by 1. Under 10 seconds left now. Austin Swift going for the win. It wouldn't go down. So Walter Thompson with the shot at the buzzer. Good look. No good. We head to overtime in OT. Cal Poly down 2, penetrating. It's Larry Gordon hitting the jumper. Game tied at 53. Next play, Marcus Parker driving. No good. Players scramble. Findlay would be awarded the possession with 2 seconds to go. Tyler Evans now would get the ball. The senior, last shot of his career. How about money? At the buzzer, he said he had the mindset he was going to take the shot. Findlay scored more points in overtime, 14 than in the second half, and they